Hello, wonderful friends. I want to specially welcome everyone that is watching this video today to another powerful edition of Transformation Imo 2023. It is a project that is committed towards the transformation of Imo State, towards the transformation of this wonderful nation called Nigeria, and towards the transformation of the continent of Africa. Within the space of time, for some time now, I have gotten myself involved in the issue of governance when it has to do with becoming the next governor of Imo State for back as 2019. And in the year 2023/2024, I have decided to present myself to be part of those who are going to be vying for this wonderful service-driven position of the next governor of Imo State come 2023/2024. I have voluntarily decided to be part of the membership of the Young Progressive Party, YPP. And it's one of those parties that have this commitment towards unity, service, and progress. They are committed towards making sure that service is key in the development of the country that is called Nigeria, in the development of a wonderful state called Imo State. The Transformation Imo 2023 is committed towards leading the new Imo economy that works, leading the new Imo economy that works. So whenever we say Transformation Imo 2023/24, you are going to be responding, leading the new Imo economy that works. We are leading the new Imo economy that works. And we have decided to build up what we call the This Day acronym. The This Day acronym, THISDAY. T talks about transformation of human dignity and human life. H talks about human capital development. And I talks about industrialization and infrastructural development. S talks about sustainable solutions, solutions that make government and make governance effective. D talks about dedication to rule of law, dedication to equity, good conscience, and fairness, and making sure that the government is working according to the prescriptions of the Constitution. A talks about accountability, Y talks about youth empowerment and inclusiveness. For today, I'll be focusing on the subject matter of human capital and human capital development. I want everyone that is listening to me here today to understand that I have lived in this city, I have lived in this nation, and I have lived in this continent for a long time. The difference between a prosperous nation and a non-prosperous nation has to do with the rate of their human capital development. When we talk about human resource has to do with the number of people, the volume of people, or the census calculation of people in a particular location, be it a state, be it a nation, a continent. It doesn't actually amount to any economic advancement. Remember, I told you that our commitment in the Transformation Imo Project 2023/24 is we are leading the new Imo economy that works. We cannot talk about leading the new Imo economy that works without giving strong attention to the issue of human resources. You can have about 200 million people or 200 million plus people in Nigeria, and these people are actually useless as it were, because they do not actually make commitment towards the economic advancement of a particular nation. For example, Nigeria, just like I mentioned. When we talk about the issue of human capital development, Human capital development has to do with engaging the necessary educational, trade, skills, development, and every other factors that must be brought into the system so that the human resource can become human capital. It is only human capital that is profitable economically. Human resources has no economic importance, as it were, when it is converted to human capital through human capital development. This is when it becomes profitable to the people. Just like someone has cassava, a whole lot of cassava that is filled up in a farm, that cassava on its own does not have any economic importance. It needs to go through some certain level of processing, and through that processing, it can actually be converted to other products like gari, other products like feed for your animals, and all that. So it is the end product when the agricultural product is when the cassava is processed that gives birth to these products that have value in the marketplace. So bringing it down to Imo State and bringing it down to Nigeria, I have come to realize that until we begin to give attention to the issue of human capital development, we will not be able to convert the volume of human resources to become human capital. It is very, very important. Imo State has close to about 8 million people living in this space. And out of those 8 million people, you find that several people do not have the necessary skills. They have not been exposed to the necessary trade. They have not been exposed to the necessary education that will transform them from being ordinary human resource to human capital, all geared towards developing the economy of the state. I was able to put up a whole lot of things that I want to read for you, which is very, very important in our drive towards improving the human capital of our dear state and invariably improving the human capital of our dear nation, Nigeria. And I said in this place that human capital is an asset consisting of the knowledge and skills held by a person in Imo State that can be used in a particular organization to advance the goals. I also say that human capital is important because some level of human knowledge and skills is necessary in order for this state and this nation to accomplish anything. So there is a requisite human knowledge, there is a requisite human skill that is needed for this nation, for this state to develop. I said also in summary in my tab here, I said human capital plays an important role in people's development, improving the life and income of the people and increasing the knowledge, the skill, the product capacities, economic growth, and reducing poverty. It is very, very concise. You cannot talk about reduction of poverty. You cannot talk about economic growth. You cannot talk about product capacity. You cannot talk about increasing knowledge without talking about human capital development. So it becomes imperative that we need to begin to give attention to the issue of time, to the issue of talent, to the issue of energy in our state, Imo, if we want to improve on our human capital. We have a whole lot of young men and women scattered all over the state who need to be properly engaged in certain aspects of knowledge, in certain aspects of product delivery, in certain aspects of skilled and unskilled labor, so that we can overall, so that we can actually give attention to the issue of economic advancement. For us to be able to actualize this, we must make sure that we give attention to, number one, to the trade school education. The trade school education is one of the systems that Transformation Imo Project is going to introduce into the state to make sure that there's going to be a kind of a trade school so that people who have left the school, who have graduated from the university, who have graduated from secondary school while they're waiting for admission into the university, even while they're in the university, can actually engage themselves. We can also do that for young school leavers, those who have left secondary school, those who are in the university, and the young graduates. We have set up what is called, currently now, we have set up what is called the iGold. iGold has to do with Initiative for Good Governance, Leadership, and Economic Development. And we are working towards getting a professional who has started working on the curriculum. And by the time we put the curriculum together, it's going to solve the issue of unemployment, unemployability, and other aspects of wickedness that are being perpetuated in this nation and in this state because of lack of unemployment, because of lack of employment, rather. I want us to realize this particular human capital development is critical in our state because Imo State has about 6 or 7 major universities, and this volume of human beings move out of the state after graduation without any job. They go to Lagos, they go to Abuja, they go to Port Harcourt looking for greener pastures. And we have been experiencing human capital flight. Why? Because there are no industries, there are no infrastructures, there are no systems to harness the necessary abilities, knowledge, and skills that these people have at their disposal. This is why we are bringing up what is called the Imo Finishing School. We're bringing up what is called the Imo Economic Hub or Entrepreneurship Hub. We're bringing up what is called the Imo Academy of Science, so that for those who studied sciences and engineering courses and technical courses can actually begin to engage themselves in the trade school education. We also have the issue of hard skills. Time will fail me to explain the issue of hard skills. We can actually expose our graduates, undergraduates, and even those who do not go to school to the work experience status, and then we engage them in knowledge-based intelligence and also situational knowledge. When we talk about situational knowledge has to do with problem-solving skills, communication skills, human relationship skills. You find out that a lot of people graduating from the university, they do not have these skills that employers of labor are in their need of. It's not enough for someone to graduate from any of the university in Imo State without having this requisite skills. So through our finishing skills, we are going to make sure that no graduate from any of the universities, whether federal, whether private or state-owned university in this state and in this nation, we go through our finishing school. They must go through our finishing school. By the time they are done with the finishing school, they will become our product. This is what is called human capital. It promises to be one of those exciting moments because Imo is going to be playing home one more time to an economic hub by reason of the high human capital index that we definitely will get to by reason of our human capital development processes and engaging all aspects of training, all aspects of skill development, making sure that nobody becomes an illiterate in Imo State. We are going to make sure that we increase the level of illiteracy, engage our students effectively right about now. I want us to understand this. This is not just something that one is trying to showcase for purposes of just being a governor. This is one of the things that we're doing already in our school, in our secondary school, in our primary school, and in our finishing school. People who work with us have been able to develop a lot of skills outside the things that they studied in the university. The world is already a global city room. The world is no more a global village. The world has become a global sitting room where everything can happen in a digitalized form. It is important that Imo people must be released into the global scene by this involvement in human capital development. We're going to work on technical skills from mechanical engineering to industrial chemistry to polymer sciences to agricultural economics to issues of animal husbandry. We're going to work on the issue of geological works. We're going to engage the Department of Social Sciences. We're going to engage the Department of Environmental Technology, Environmental Sciences, Medical Sciences. We're going to make make it so big that people will be coming to Imo State to tap into the human capital resources that we have been able to develop. God has blessed Imo with so much intelligent people. God has blessed Nigeria with so much intelligent people. But the challenge is that there's no enabling environment that will give access to the human capital development, that will give out to the human capital through the process of human capital development. All we just have is human resources. All we just have is 1,000 people, millions of people loitering everywhere. Just by the snap of finger, if you just indicate that there's an opening coming up, maybe in the bank or in an establishment, you will see thousands of applications. You will see thousands of people thronging to maybe take over a leadership position or a job offer that will need maybe just about 4, 5, 6, 7 people, and you find about 10,000 people applying for a job vacancy of about 4 or 5 positions. This ought not to be so. There's a need for us to create avenues to train and empower the young people, those who have the capacity, those who have the wherewithal, those who are healthy enough, those who are knowledgeable enough, those who are willing to improve on themselves. Until we give attention to this self-improvement scheme, self-improvement system, self-improvement provisions, we cannot convert our human resources to human capital. The only process that we need to get that done is through the human capital development. We're going to work on our state-owned universities especially, and also other universities around, because all those people are Imo people. Even our primary school, everyone and every hand must be on deck to make sure that Imo will not be redundant again when it has to do with human capital development. And I want to let everyone know, wherever you are, whether you are living in Nigeria, you're living in Imo State, or in the diaspora, you have a role to play in the development of this wonderful state, Imo, in the development of this powerful country called Nigeria, and in the transformation of this wonderful continent called Africa. So everywhere you are, all your experiences, all your years of contribution in the development of other states, in the development of other nations, in the development of other continents must be brought back home. I want to employ the services of everyone that is an Imolite, everyone that is a Nigerian, everyone that's an African, for us to come back home and begin to pool our energies together. I have decided to offer myself in no little way to serve this particular nation, to serve this state, Imo State, and to serve the continent of Africa. And together, both of us can do that. Together, we can do that. Together, we can grow the capacity of our people so that the economy of the people of Imo State, the economy of the good people of Nigeria, and the economy of the good people of this great continent called Africa will improve. As we work together, this is going to be our history. We are committed towards the transformation of Imo State, the transformation of Nigeria, the transformation of the continent of Africa. And together, we are going to be leading the new Imo economy that works. All right, till I see you next time, I am your wonderful friend, Reverend Barrister Ikenna Emmanuel. Remember, the focus today is on the human capital development and how we're going to work on it. Please do share this video to all your friends, reach out to everyone, and then check out the number that is on the screen. There is no need to sit down on the fence, indifferent about the way things are going. Let's get ourselves committed to this vision, and together we're going to make Imo one of the strongest states. Imo is going to be one of the strongest states in this nation. And this can only happen by your commitment and by my commitment. Today, we are making Imo the pride of the nations. God bless you.